The cost of going to Burning Man. I promised in one of the other videos that I'm gonna show you exactly how much money that we spent on going to Burning Man. From the moment that we decided that we're gonna go, the whole journey started, and from that moment on it also cost money. Till the moment that you are home and everything is like over. And that is basically your journey. From the moment you take a decision to go, it starts, and to the moment you're done. In this video I will show you exactly the same the things that I've been writing it down on my computer, and I will tell you exactly how much money I spent on each thing. And we were two people to share this journey. It was me and David, and we shared hotel rooms and everything, but I will give you approximately exactly how much I spent on my journey. So for the first thing you want to start with is the ticket. You need a ticket to enter Burning Man, and this ticket is sold online on their page in different times throughout the year. I, for some reason, tried to go there and get the ticket, but every time I tried to get the ticket, I basically missed the opportunity. Even if I put it in my calendar, something happened in my life and I couldn't get a ticket. I then, 4 weeks before the Burning Man, I was in another burn in Sweden, which I can recommend you. It's called Borderland. So if you're interested in that, you can Google out Borderland in Sweden and see how you can get a ticket there. At Borderland, I met a guy, and this dude sold me and gave me 2 tickets. So I had the incredible luck to get hold of a ticket, but make sure that you are gonna get your ticket in one way or the other. Because if you're not having a ticket that's valid when you come to the gate of Burning Man, you're not going to be able to come in. So make sure that you got the ticket. Different price tags are on these tickets, and the first and cheapest price is $575. So that's the price of the cheapest ticket. There are more expensive tickets, but I'm just showing exactly what I had. Expense number 2. We were looking for a lot of options how we could stay there, and there's options like tents, yurts. It's like a small mini version house built by some material. We didn't go for that. You can have a motor home or some sort of RV, or what do you want to call it. You can do as what we did, and what we found, that you live together in a bigger bus and you share the price there. I would honestly, you need to plan things out. We had 4 weeks time, so the options of the yurt and the tents was the last options, but then we wanted an RV and motorhome of ourselves, and we wanted to like go on a journey with that before and after Burning Man. Because what you want to do is to go to Lake Tahoe after, and maybe you want to do something before. So it's all up to you what your vision with the whole trip is. But we found out that we can have this bus, and as you've been seeing on the other videos, you know the story now, right? We got this huge school bus that we shared with 12 other people. We also had the privilege to take the bus on a mini vacation journey before Burning Man to go on other lakes and meet people, and that was incredible. I'm so grateful for that. So depending on your vision, this option might be a thing, but it can also be, we call it the trigger bus, as you see in the other vlogs. It's that you live with other people in an environment where it's very tight on space. It was a lot of dust in the bus. I had a cough that was really bad. I thought that I had a lung infection. So I caught a lung infection, I thought, but it was just the dust. So depending on what you're like, if you are living in a tent or a yurt or like a bus or in a motorhome, it's all up to your comfort and what's available for you. The price of this bus cost us $1,150, which honestly, I think we overpaid. We got a little bit scammed. They sold us into something that didn't happen. So what we were promised was this bus with the beds, and we were promised this, I don't know if you saw it, but it was this kind of like like a trailer. This trailer, in the trailer we would have a shower, we would have water, we would have a kitchen, and we would have everything that like a freezer and everything like that. But unfortunately, this guy that sold us this was not super serious, and he was mostly after the money, like a lot of people out there. So be aware when you are going into some sort of like project or event or whatever, what you're gonna do, because you can also live in a bigger camp if you want with other people, but we didn't do this. So when you do your when you do your research, make sure that you're researching this person or people that you're gonna live with, because a lot of people, they just say things to get your money, and when you pay, they don't give a fuck. Overall, I think we did a pretty good job with dealing with it in so short amount of time. And this bus was also like a cool experience that we will never forget. So I'm also at the same time grateful for that whole experience to happen. Then we have the flight, $750 each, back and forth to America. We went from Sweden to America or San Francisco and back. I think it's a good price when it comes to flights, and I was now able to reschedule the flight after I paid $8 to reschedule. I could stay in Mexico instead of going back to Sweden. So around the price of like $700 for a flight back and forth from Europe to America should be a decent price. So this is the total cost of the flights. Then something that overall, we bought food all the time, and America is quite expensive these days with food. But we went to Walmart, as you saw in the video, and we shopped for food, and what everyone warned us about was that we always overbuy things. And in the end, we can say there was so much food leftovers, and we have plenty of water, and there was no problem at all with that. I spent approximately $300 on this food shopping. David spent also approximately around $300. So together we paid $600 for food for a week, which was too much, I think. We had shit tons of food after that could be used or eaten, or it was a lot of leftovers that was just unnecessary. So when you go and shop, make sure that you don't overbuy. It's very easy to come into a scarcity mindset and like, oh, we need so much food, how are we gonna survive? The playa will provide, as they say. If you're out of food, there will always be someone else that has some food for you, and you trusting the process that you are actually provided for is a very good exercise for you to do when you go to Burning Man. At Burning Man, everyone is so kind, so polite, and they're amazing at serving whatever you need in the moment. Clothes. Also, as you saw in the previous video, we were clothes hunting over a couple of days, where we wanted to buy more like costume / cool clothes. It becomes cold at night and it's very warm in the day. So I bought myself like a fake robe, and I bought some other clothes, and David bought a lot of other stuff back and forth. And totally on the clothing, I would say was also very expensive in the area of San Francisco. They just overcharge you on Chinese shit clothes that it's just like, it looked cool, but it was just horrible. So make sure that you either bring your clothes or you can buy it somewhere else, because the closer you get to Burning Man, the more expensive it will be. And in the downtown of San Francisco, it's also very expensive. I spent around $300 on clothing, and David spent also maybe more, I think, even. And then I have a post that I call transportation, and that is like, we got a ride from San Francisco to Reno, for example, with a dude, and we paid him cash for the petrol and other sorts of like Uber here and Uber there and like a lot of stuff. It's another $300 that I spent on transportation during these 2 weeks total that we was in America. Hotels was also a thing. You need to stay at a hotel before and after and during your trip. You need to stay somewhere, either it's an Airbnb or whatever that is. Your hotel cost, depending on where you are, sometimes in America it's quite expensive also to go to and live on hotels. So be sure that you do research before you go. Where can I stay? Where's the where you get a good hotel to a good price. Some places are just overpriced. You don't want to go there because they don't have any more value for you anyway. Totally, I spent $350 on hotels what I can see so far. And remember, I shared with David, so we probably spent around $700 this time for the hotel itself. It's one day there, one day here, one day here, and we really thought about the price, and we were really like conscious to not take the most expensive stuff. Some nights we paid $50 for 2 people, some nights we paid $100 for 2 people, and it was just different how we sorted stuff out with that. And you gotta be a little bit creative when it comes to finding the right place for you. So when you kind of like go on this journey where you want to go to a Burning Man or any other burn for that, but I think Burning Man is the biggest one. It's most people, it takes a lot of preparation, and I thought in my mind that maybe I shouldn't be preparing too much and just go with the flow, but you can't really go with the flow if you're not preparing. So make sure that not over prepare like a lot of people do, but plan some stuff. How are you gonna get there? How do you want to live there? And what do you want to eat there? What are you gonna wear over there? And all of this stuff. Decide what you want to do, and then go with the flow and see what comes up for you. Totally, I spend $3,725 in total when it comes to the whole journey, what I get it to. So around $4,000, and I think that's the absolutely bare minimum what you can do when you go to Burning Man. And if you haven't seen any of the others, kind of like how it whole played out for us, go check out our other videos that I filmed on this Burning Man trip, and see how it went out from the start till we got home basically, and how it all ended. And make sure to subscribe and follow, make the bell icon there. And I appreciate you for being here. I hope that you find some value in this, and if you want to go on a burn somewhere, I'm suggesting that really go for it. Have fun, enjoy. It will change your life. Maybe it sounds like a lot for $4,000 for a week or 2 weeks, but with some money you can do a lot. And make sure that you're not overspending on things, and be really aware of what you're spending it on. Then you're gonna be all fine. Love you guys. See ya.